TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. No LinkedIn, but I will put this on YouTube, family live from the Dave Cave. Today I want to talk about being in the family of God. And sometimes we have to go about doing things the way the family needs, right? I think about how I grew up. I'm back in my hometown, right? And I think about how I grew up and how people were always pouring into me and always doing right by me because I was the youngest of the youngest, meaning my mother's was the baby of the family. I was the baby of the baby, right? And that kind of stuff. So I had people around me always pouring into me positive things. But I started thinking about, what if that didn't happen? What if that wasn't there? What if they weren't taking me to church all the time and giving me church events and things of that nature? I had to make that decision myself of what to do and what not to do. So hopefully your spiritual cup and your morals and morality is, the gauge is there so you can kind of test it. So I went to go see my dad today, and sometimes it's a somber moment, but other times it's just funny and fun and games. And this guy loves to cut his grass. Like I told you, he's 81 years old, cutting his own grass. Not only cuts his grass, but cuts his neighbor's grass, because he feels like that's one thing he can do. So his neighbor will look out for him. I met him, I talked to him, and he's a good guy, but he was talking about how if he needed anything, he even asked him before he left. He said, "Hey man, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything?" Now, I know a lot of people are like, man, that ain't no big deal, but it's a big deal to my dad and it's a big deal to me. So I do appreciate having a good neighbor, and I do appreciate God looking out for him all this time. So you never know what you're going to have. And even in my self-care Saturday, I'm going to get into some indulgences that I normally don't do. And I'm going to make sure I do it not as regular, but I definitely exercise this morning. And sometimes you just don't know what people are going through. But one thing I do know, everybody needs some kind of encouragement. So I just want to make sure I lift up the name of the Most High God and make sure you guys have a good TikTok Saturday. All right, take care. Live in the Dave Cave. Later.